Like many of you, I have inner conflicts. I sometimes have to reconcile who I am with who I aspire to be, or in past tense to imply it's too late, who I wanted to be. I don't think most people set out to be who they actually become. Also, you never know if you're even done becoming someone, or if this is just a transitory period of your life. Where and when is your destination? The stakes are much higher when you're an internet personality, or you regularly update social media, because that journey, which is a word I absolutely hate, is documented, and any moment in it can be brought to the forefront and judged by itself. Journey is just a pretentious word. That's what it is. Who uses it? Hippies. I'm on a spiritual journey, man. Journey used to be a word that described what it meant to literally travel the entire world. Being a journeyman. Journeys would take years, even entire lifetimes. Now it's like, come with me on my journey to lose 10 pounds before spring break. Join us on a journey of self-discovery as we take this online Big Bang Theory personality quiz. The band Journey toured all over the world for decades. That's an actual journey. I'm gonna stop saying journey now because I hate it, like I said. When you are a public figure, however small, you have a role to fill. There's only a certain number of types of them. Will you be an inoffensive milquetoast kind of person who tries to appeal to as many people as possible? Will you be a provocateur who stirs the pot for attention? Will you be a principled thinker who says what's on his mind with no apologies? What do people look to you for? Advice, moral authority, laughter, or drama? A lot of times you'll set out to be one thing and end up being another. I've always been self-assured as far as what I have to offer, and what people think of me has never been a primary concern of mine as long as it's based on the truth and not hearsay or misrepresentations, which is why being a celebrity would take some getting used to, considering that hearsay and misrepresentations are the 100% entirety of celebrity news. But whatever you put out, there are people who will mischaracterize your intentions, put words in your mouth, use you as a mirror for their confirmation biases, or as a surrogate for someone in their life they have issues with, or as a verbal punching bag to be blamed for what a bad day they're having. You can't escape criticism, however unfair or stupid it is, so the only thing you should do is be yourself, even if yourself sucks. But if it does, work on it. Incorporate better things into who you are. You'll still be you, just a better version. It's like when you get a new fidget. If you're a fidgety person, discovering a new fidget is like adding to the blueprint of your psychosis. It feels good, like you just finished another section of a building. I've had an iPhone 5C for like 6 years. A few weeks ago, I discovered that it was the perfect size and shape to spin in my hand, like you see sheriffs do in old westerns with their revolvers, although not as fluidly. It's a repetitive motion of catching your phone in your first couple fingers and rotating it over and over again to avoid human contact and social interaction. I started doing it. I was pretty bad at it at first, but now it's second nature. I cannot stop doing it. It's a part of me now, an extension of who I am, not a particularly useful one, but you can always get a new thing. Ever since I started playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band back in middle school, my hands are constantly doing the fingerings I remember from the guitar solos while the song plays in my head. Music games might be long dead, but I've been doing that for 13 years and I'll never stop. Green grass and high tides forever. But so what do people see you as versus what you see yourself as? I see myself as someone who always says what he thinks and doesn't back down or bend to the will of anyone who would try to police me. But I know via some choice comments I've received over the years that some people see me as a wannabe edgy cunt with the wrong opinions. Personally, I don't think I'm wannabe edgy. I think I succeed at it quite effectively while hardly trying. But wannabe is often something you call someone who is more true to themselves than you'll ever be, you lackluster piece of shit. God forbid I don't immediately bandwagon your favorite viewpoint, which you've thought about even less than I have in all likelihood. When I take a stand or make a statement, I don't do it on a whim. I do it because I have a deep need to express myself. All these videos I've made talking through stuff, there isn't a world where I wouldn't have made those. I have to. I have to have my feelings about something I care about or that bothers me on the record. I find it very difficult to stay out of things that interest me, which is why I was probably always destined to be a divisive figure. And that's what I am, like it or not. The things I say create lines in the sand, and people choose which side to be on. I've always been divisive. The very first episode of this series is about hating kids. That's divisive. The 6th episode is about being against weed and not liking the Beatles. When you say shit like that, you make straight-up enemies. However my political stances have changed, the essence of my content really never has. It's always been, here's an opinion with no apology and some jokes, deal with it. You like it or you don't, because I ain't going on Twitter the next day talking about listening and learning like a bitch. I've heard your concerns regarding some remarks I made earlier. I want to apologize to those who were harmed by my words, and I will take this time to reflect on how to be better in the future. Thank you. Please shoot me. But have you ever thought about how what you say might make others feel? I'm shouting into an internet void. Who's forcing them to watch it? People act like all the content in the world is constantly being funneled into people's eardrums against their will. When I start nailing headphones to people's skulls and blasting stream of consciousness all day, then you can tell me I should be considering other people's feelings. Until then, they should consider other avenues of entertainment. But how will they feel when I personally go tell them what you said? That's like if you're shooting guns at a firing range and then someone comes up to you like, but how will other people feel when I use your gun to shoot them in the fucking head? Probably pretty bad, so maybe don't do that, you hero of justice, aka volunteer psychopath. People who want to control what you say always have real issues, man. You can't afford to give them even an inch of power. God knows what they'll do with it. It's such a personal failure when people cave to people like that. Freedom of speech is the most important thing our country of America has. It's what lets the right-wingers taunt and dare some of the Democratic candidates to come take their guns, and it's what lets the left-wingers go on profanity-ridden Twitter rants about Donald Trump every day without being poisoned by the government like they do in Russia. The KGB will fuck you up over there. Freedom of speech does have limits, which people who are against the very concept love to point out as a way to justify their desire to add like 1,000 more limits. For example, it's illegal to yell fire in a crowded building, so obviously it should also be illegal to post offensive jokes on the internet, or say that trans women aren't really women, or in New York City's case, call illegal aliens illegal aliens. You get fined up to $250,000 now for that last one. That's real. New York City has banned the term illegal alien when used with intent to demean, humiliate, or harass a person. I guess when you're the state with the second highest debt in the country, you gotta bring the money in somehow. Speech policing is the new tax increase. The dictionary definition of alien is belonging to a foreign country or nation. If you're here illegally from a foreign country, you are by the most basic and incontrovertible of definitions an illegal alien. A white Swedish dude who came here illegally would also be an illegal alien. So if you think illegal alien is a broadly offensive term because it accurately describes certain people in certain situations, you are a fucking lunatic. And it's impossible to reconcile because you can use any descriptive words to demean, humiliate, or harass a person. What situation do they think is gonna happen? They think an illegal alien is gonna be walking down the street and somebody's gonna walk up to him like, haha, you illegal alien, you're an illegal alien, go back where you came from, illegal alien. It's not like he's gonna call the police, he's an illegal alien. If I lived in New York, this video would cost me over $1 million. And like, just trade the descriptors. Put it in another situation. Some black guy's walking down the street and a white dude comes up to him like, haha, you black man, you're a black man, go back where you came from, black man. And he's like, I came from just down the street and I'm about to fuck your bitch ass up. And the white dude's like, haha, oh shit, and runs away. The point is that the words are innately inoffensive. He's not calling the black guy the N-word because illegal alien is absolutely nothing like that shit. But I guess we can just decide that it is out of nowhere now and everybody has to roll with it? Hell no. Alien means you're foreign and illegal means it's illegal for you to be here, which if you're here illegally, it's illegal for you to be here. PC culture is the process of planting mines everywhere you go and warning people not to step on them. Just don't plant them. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Sunburned Albino, and I will see you guys next time.